What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. The PTS is back for phase 2 for year 5 season 1, and we're going to go through the patch notes and just see what's changed, and I'll give you my opinions on it, if it's good, bad, and all things like that. Just before we get started though, let's run the intro. With all that done, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and hit the bell so you are notified when I upload more Division videos. Even better, come on over to Twitch and hit follow, because I could be streaming live right now. And if you need a community Discord, there's never been a better time to join. You'll find the link down below in the description. With all that said, let's get started. So here are the patch notes over on the Trello board. So let's just get straight into it. Descent. So basically they've changed the difficulty post Nemesis. So based on the feedback we received during the PTS phase 1, post Nemesis difficulty was dramatically increased up to 39% compared to the previous version. Now I'm not entirely sure what that means. Does it mean it's going to gradually grow to 39% harder after you beat the Nemesis? Is it going to jump straight up to 39%? I've not had a chance to jump in yet. If you know, let me know in the comments down below. They've done a better balance for health and damage and armor for co-op and single, so they've done some tweaks to that. Increased the difference between the veteran, elite and boss level enemies. And they've adjusted the rational level design system used for balancing and difficulty and scaling. So they might be getting some different randomized rooms selected for us depending on where we're up to during our gaming session. The hazards, they've changed the placement and affected areas of some hazards, making them more intrusive and /visible during gameplay. Removed the option to bypass hazards from the shop, and they've increased the frequency of occurrence, making it overall more difficult. XP and rewards. Now this is going to be a juicy one. Starting with PTS Phase 2, the new reward system will be in place. XP earned for completing descent levels will be split into 3 categories. XP rewarded to players that have not yet reached level 40. XP awarded to players that have reached level 40 and moved onto the SHD progression level progression path. And seasonal XP to help level 40 players progress through the seasonal rewards track. Okay, so rewards are based on a maximum descent loops reached and comprise of seal caches that will be sent to the player's inventory upon completing the level descent run and returning to their main character. Please note that the level mentions refers to the main game character outside of descent, so your actual playable character. So if you're level 1 to 29, you're going to get field proficiency caches containing standard, specialized and superior quality items. And crafting material caches contain crafting materials of all sorts. So 11 to 29, weapon crafting cache, 11 to 29, gear crafting cache, and 11 to 39, recal caches as well. And then from 30 to 40, crafting material caches. 11 to 40, you're going to be able to get exotic caches, but no raid exotics. I think that's a good decision considering they've only just added them to the DZ. And then new simulation caches. Level 30 to 39, the simulation cache containing superior and high-end quality items. So I wonder how well rolled these are going to be. Level 40 contains a simulation cache containing high-end quality items with a 15% chance of dropping gear sets, named gear and weapons. I wonder if that named gear includes DZ exclusives. That'll be interesting. And then there's another cache as well, a new reconstructed cache containing named weapons and gear from season 1, 2, 3 and 4. So an extra way of grabbing some older gear if you didn't get it. They've made a bunch of stability improvements and other changes. Improved stability to prevent crashes, which is always nice. The talents of They've updated talent descriptions. Items are no longer shuffled in the NSA store. They've added an NSA store tutorial. Added a pop-up message when pressing depart button in single player, I guess that means. Now a confirmation is required for exiting 2DC. Added missing sounds and various sound design improvements. Fixed the NPC spawn issues. There was a lot of them, so hopefully they fixed them all. Fixed the wave counter starting from 1 instead of 0. Fixed the revive token UI in the shop. Added missing start simulation and matchmate buttons from the AR panel of Descent while near the White House for Xbox. And they've added a departure timer. So overall, a whole lot of things have gone on in Descent. Let me know if you've jumped in, how it feels in the comments down below. And then the Broken Wings talent section for Year 5 Season 1. The perfect companion talent is used on the named chest Henry. It was not a mistake and we intend to keep it, allowing you to double stack companion. Very interesting. They've revamped the damage reduction from skills to damage reduction from all sources, so the charging talent won't affect other damage dealing talents and grenades. That's on the new Cavalier gear set. That's interesting. Updated the defib talent description. We'll have to check that out. Updated the overcharging and safe charging talent descriptions. So unless they've just made them make sense or they've actually changed how they work, I'm not entirely sure. Fixed the issue with the defib talent not activating on a newly equipped item with the same talent. Unequipping or swapping items will no longer cause the talent to stop working. Nice. Added Thunderstrike to the Recall library. Great. They fixed the issue with Thunderstrike proccing everywhere. Great. Fixed the issue with the charge talent speed boosting agents in co-op when near other agents. I never saw that. I bet that was funny. Cool. Gear and weapon changes. Let's have a look. So they changed the incoming skill damage to incoming damage and lowered the value for the Cavalier gear set. The charging section now, for each second spent out of cover during combat, agents will get 5% reduced incoming damage to a max of 40%. That could be pretty nice. You imagine in combination with a defender drone, you could get a lot of reduced incoming damage. The charge section, while fully charged, gain immunity to any movement speed debuff and sheer hazard protection and damage reduction with all allies for 10 seconds. They've removed the skill damage reduction, which they've already talked about. The chest bonus, now they've actually reduced that as well from 70 to 50. That's a bit of a bummer. That is a bit of a bummer because the Hasbro part of it was really good at 70%, but it made it hard for the person running the Cavalier gear set to get as much Hasbro as the rest of the team. This is now going to make it even harder. But I do like the damage reduction change. I definitely want to try that out. The Cavalier set now has the correct name. They've removed the die slot from the St. Elmo. Fixed mod slots on the Cavalier gear set. That's fine. Fixed the issue with the St. Elmo AR in the PTS having no attributes. That's not really a thing anyway. Fixed the Shocker Punch exotic holster no longer has max core attribute. Have to check that out. The Shocker Punch exotic holster no longer has a max core attribute. It has no attributes at all. We should definitely check that out. Let's just flick over to the game now. My agent's still having a party. Oh, it does. And it's still maxed. So I'm unsure what that is about. Fixed the Cavalier holster and mask mod slot placement. Named weapons from the PTS crafting cache no longer have base gear rarity. Great, that's fine. Added the missing visual representation mod icons for the St. Elmo, and yeah, that's great. Quality of life. So they've changed XP, and I've done a video on that. Be sure to go and check that out. They've added a grants tab in the store, okay, rather than in the stash. That's fine. They've added an option to allow players to change mission difficulty regardless of the world difficulty setting. Nice add. Added a quick grenade selection menu. Hold G for PC. Should we have a quick look at it? Oh, this is nice. Nice touch. Nice quality of life. It messes with your mouse a little bit though, it seems. Look. Keeps me with my mouse. But I mean, it works, but puts the mouse back over there. Doesn't leave it where you left it off. Like it. That's a nice little menu there. And it's the D-pad left for consoles, holding it down. Added the option to mark apparel as favourite. Added directive selection for raids. Added the option to show selected mission directives on the mega map. Added the possibility to hold escape / space to skip videos and epilepsy warnings. Nice add. Bit of quality of life. Added a new in loadout section at the bottom of the item details window in the inventory. Under a gear piece's talent and mod slots to display the current loadout when the selected item is present. Ah, nice. That's another very nice quality of life. So you can see exactly which loadouts everything's in. Do like that. Added a hide show mask, hide show signature weapon buttons in the inventory when hovering over the specific tiles or tabs. Currently present in the cross options layout. Okay, that's fine because they're already there. We know where they are already. Added a notification widget for modding primary, secondary and sidearm weapons skin slot, which appears if the player has any custom skin available for that weapon in the store. The notification also has a quick button that redirects to the weapon skins store tab. Added a notification widget for modding. Okay, let's have a quick look then so we can do this here. I'm not sure exactly what that's talking about. Is it going to tell me, oh, you could go and buy this from the store somewhere? We'll keep an eye out for that one. Let me know in the comments down below where I've missed it. Added visual feedback for locked grenades. When browsing through the grenades menu in the inventory, players will see a notification which lets them know if a grenade, if the selected grenade can be equipped or not. Okay, that's nice. Yes, because there you go. Yeah, at the top you get the big red bar now telling you actually you can't use that because you're not on the right specialization. Known issues. Let's hope there's not too many of these. Missing text in various talents. Okay. Placeholder images are displayed instead of the correct icon. I mean, we're okay with that. More placeholders. The PTS crafting cache does not mention TU18 gear, but we're fine with that. The charged and charging talents can be stacked in co-op. Well, they already know about it, so that's great. The St. Elmo's engine stacks can be earned with shock ammo from the talent. Only standard ammo should count towards the 100 stacks. No! That's a shame. That's a shame. I kind of feel like that's... Oh, yeah, that's not great. That's not a great change. I am happy they've not changed the mods. The mods still stand. I hope they survive. But you're going to fire 100 stacks. That's one reload at 70. Plus anything that you miss. And then you're going to fire them and you've got to start it all over again. You're not going to have shock ammo very often. I kind of feel like I wish they would have just brought the stacks down to maybe 90 or 80 as well as doing that. Feels a bit rough that, but I guess we'll see. This gun is still absolutely amazing. Their mods are really great. It's going right up there with the best guns that we've got. So even though they've done this, talent aside, it's still great. Let's see, we're coming towards the end now. So Descent, level 40 players with SHD progression unlocked may receive a much higher amount of XP than designed after completing any number of Descent game mode loops. That's a shame because that means we're not really going to get an idea on how many rewards we're going to get, because obviously if we get miles more XP then we're going to get more caches and that's not going to give us a ideal number. A door will automatically open if you wait too long in the corridor On DARPA maps, please interact with the door before entering the room. Okay, so it looks like you can walk in, but don't still use the door opening mechanism. Quality of life improvements. The living world activities rebalancing revamp is only available to a player who has their difficulty set to heroic. Please be aware that since you do not have difficulties activated in the PTS build and players join in with their own difficulty settings, the ones who don't have heroic won't be affected by the XP revamp. Okay. Items claimed from compensation vendor won't drop on the ground if the player has the inventory or mailbox full. Please be sure to make sure your inventory has enough space before claiming them. Okay, cool. And that is it. I'm a little bit gutted about the St. Elmo, but everything else seems great. The St. Elmo, I feel like that change is a little bit rough because we are always going to have to go at least one mag before we can get the bullets back. Yeah, that's a shame. That is a shame. But we'll see how it plays. Still super excited and still super pumped. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Maybe check me out on Twitter and Twitch. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching, agents. Goodbye.